This morning here on this fairly warm August day here at Whirlwind Family Farm here in Central Texas, I come out this morning to open up my high tunnels because we had a threat of a storm last night. Anytime a storm's about to come through, and it still looks like to the north we have some clouds that may roll in, you've got to get the high tunnels down. And the reason I tell you that is I get a fairly early start because the high tunnels have to be lifted because when that sun comes up, it can get far too hot in there. So it's got to be done. So as I come out this morning, the reason I'm telling you these details is I had a thought, and as my wife always says, that's scary when Jeff has a thought. And I was, for some reason, thinking about homesteading. And not because we're in a homesteading situation, because we do live on the grid, and this farm is very much plugged into modern life with electrical lines and our Wi-Fi and everything that we need to make this farm function properly. Even though it is a fully organic farm, it's not really a homestead. We don't depend on this farm for all of our food, and we don't raise any animals here. This is purely a organic vegetable garden. But as I was thinking about homesteading, and it's become kind of, let me get a sip of coffee here. Homesteading has become a very popular idea, and it's going back to an agrarian lifestyle or back to a lifestyle that our great grandparents had. If you go back to the um, even the late 1890s, early 1900s in the United States, a lot of people lived just a very agriculture lifestyle. And what we would say today off the grid is how they lived. Even if you look at my mother, who's in her 80s, she talks about when they lived on the farm in South Texas, they had, even then, they had a little windmill generator for their electricity because the rural electricity grid had not been completed yet. So every bit of electricity they had, which was not a lot, you could just have a few lights. There was no washer, dryer, the typical things you would think of today that you plug in. They just had like a little windmill generator, and for their basically just a few lights at nighttime. And that's my mother. So if you go back to great grandparents, you could see the lifestyle that they lived. And the reason I go through that example is I hear more and more people today talking about homesteading, and that's great. I think that's fantastic if somebody can pull that off, where literally all their resources they're able to provide for themselves, their food, their clothing, everything. Sounds like an impossible task. I think there'd have to be some things you just have to purchase. But here's the next issue I see with all the talk of homesteading is you're going to have a piece of land somewhere. And if you've priced anything lately as far as land or locations, it's astronomical. So for young couples starting out, I don't know how they come up with the income or the money to be able to go out and purchase a, say, 15 acres or just 2 or 3 acres out in the middle of the country where they can homestead. That's got to be a difficult thing unless you have a family member that just gives it to you, or there's an older ranch or farm where you can, in the family, and you can go out and just start that homesteading process. Sounds great. But here's my proposal. For those of you that that's gone through your mind, I think that's great if you're able to do it and you have the resources and the ability to get to that where you could just be off the grid, living, um, doing those things, then do it. But if you don't have those resources, here is what I always propose and say. If you live in a city situation, you have a small backyard, a lot of the benefits of homesteading can be accomplished in a garden. Very small setting. You can put a garden in the corner in the back of your backyard, set up 3 or 4 different rows of things that you want to grow each year. You can now, with YouTube, you can literally pull up instructions for almost anything. You can pull up how to start canning, freeze drying. So throughout those summer months, spring, summer, and fall, as I always like to say, and you're able to grow various different types of vegetables that you and your family like, and those that are really desirable year round, is that's where you can learn how to can and freeze dry things and have a considerable amount of food throughout the year just from a backyard garden. So that's one of the things that we always promote here at Whirlwind Family Farm for that small gardener, is there's so much food that you can provide for your family and really reduce the grocery bill just from being able to raise your own food. Now I realize it's not the same as leaving your 9 to 5, packing up, uh, maybe you have solar panels, you're out in the middle of nowhere and you're completely homesteading. There's another cost too. If you need electricity, you're probably off the grid. You're going to have a solar or a wind turbine of some kind. And the last time I priced solar here where we're at, and it was so cost prohibitive, we were up around the 30,000 minimally. And I don't think that even got all the electricity we needed. We were looking at 30 grand, and that's something that we just couldn't justify at this moment for the solar setup. So homesteading takes a lot of upfront cost, where if you have a little space, and I've talked about this many times on our channel, even containers on a balcony at an apartment, you'd be surprised at how many things you can grow. Tomatoes, onions, carrots, in just small containers out on a balcony. And a backyard that's not that big, if you had a 20 by 20 space set out for a garden, and you had a row of radishes, a row of celery, if you like celery, a row of, you could do a row of corn, all these different vegetables that you could do, cucumbers. You could set those up, start to grow them, and then can them. I will tell you, my wife and I don't do canning, but many of the ladies that we sell to do canning and freeze drying, and many times they'll give some to us back. They'll say, here's we've bought so many vegetables from you. We put these up and we'd like for you to try them. It's absolutely delicious. And you'll be in the middle of January and we'll have these canned products that are just absolutely fantastic. So my point being, you may not have the resources to pick up and leave your job and go in the middle of nowhere and homestead, as romantic a notion as that is, but you may have a small space to be able to raise your own food, which is very inexpensive. Some seeds, a little bit of compost, maybe get you one sprinkler. You can hand water. You can do this just about as economically as a few bags of compost and some seeds. And even weeding can be done by hand. I don't recommend it because you could do it so much faster with several different types of tools. But that's a drop in the bucket compared to what it would cost to start into a full homestead. So that's my thought on that. I hope that whatever your direction is, if you're somebody that's considering homesteading, I hope you're able to do it. I think it's an incredible idea and a great place to raise children in that homesteading environment. But if you're somebody that was like me and had a 30-year career with a large corporation, and you had children in school and you had to pay for a lot of different things, those jobs are extremely important. And you can raise a lot of your own food right there, right where you're at right now. So thanks again. I'm Jeff with Whirlwind Family Farm. Thanks for finding our channel. It means a lot to Whirlwind Family Farm when you like, subscribe, hit the bell for notification. Give us your thoughts on that. Maybe you're considering homesteading. Maybe that's something you're going to do. I'd love to see your thoughts in the comment section. Blessings over you, your family, and your garden. I'm going to set my coffee down because I want to say, also, we'll have another video right here that you can check out that'll take you further along in that process. Talk to you soon from Whirlwind Family Farm.